It's going live. Dominic, that was good. Okay, so we should have a signal through in a second. It says it's going live.
And even down.
Okay, so we're just waiting for the signal on the iPad to go live. And of course, it's good. Right. Yay. Okay, we're live. That took a bit of doing. But the thing is, and this is what annoys me sometimes, is that things on your computer update themselves and change their settings without telling you.
That is true.
Yeah. Now, 60 seconds ago, I couldn't hear you, which is not good. I mean, we're here together and we're chatting together and we're going to play the movie quiz. But to do that, we actually need to be able to hear each other. Exactly. And my system had decided that really didn't matter. And it was actually playing through the crisp microphone, which of course I never use. But now we're good. Okay. Now I saw you live this morning. You're back, sir.
I am, yes, back with a vengeance. Well, back with a whimper more than anything else. It was quite early still, but no, it was good to be back. It was good fun, and yeah, still armed with a gallon of water just in case. But I still managed to do about an hour and 20 without my voice giving up on me. So yeah, happy days, and had lots of lovely voice, and had some nice little chat and fun in the chat as well this morning, which was quite cool.
Brilliant. Right, to everybody who's watching us live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, welcome. In the post at the top, you will see a link to Amazon. That's where Nick and I are live. We're live on Nick's Amazon page. We're live on my Amazon page. And we'll be talking about everything that's in our carousels over the course of the next 90 minutes or so. If you want to see what's in the carousel, then what you need to do is to click the link. And that will take you over to Amazon, because that's where the action is at 9 a.m. Eastern. And we say hello to Corinda. And Corinda is on my page today. Okay. Right. And Corinda, congratulations on the new group on Facebook. And we look forward to some activity there. Okay. Now, I posed a question today in the live video sales group: which camera do you use? And 100% of the people said Logitech C920. But there is there's a rider to that. Only one person's voted so far.
I'll go vote. That way it'll be two people.
That's it. It's unanimous then. Nobody uses, because I put the C920 and the Brio and the Razer Keo and the Elgato Wave 3, of course. No, sorry. Elgato FaceTime, because we're talking about cameras. So we'll see how the votes are, and we can report on them back next week.
Cool. Okay. And that is the Brio, or not the Brio, so the Logitech is my #1 seller.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's up there on my list as well. Increasingly, the Obspot is playing as well, so that's good. Okay, now it's a miserable day outside. I don't know about what it's like in Hampshire, but here it's 3 degrees and it's cold. We went out for a walk at lunchtime, and we're glad to get back. That's to be said.
Well, I got to admit, we've poked our noses out the door. We're going to go after the show.
Right.
Our quick. It's going to be even quicker. 5K walking.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't look very nice out there. So yeah, the sooner we get that done and dusted, the better. But that's why if we walk fast, then we warm up. So that's not so bad.
Right, now I've been experimenting over the weekend. Shall I show you what I've been experimenting on?
Oh yes,
please. I started off and I thought, well, why don't we have overlay? So I created an overlay, which I'm hoping to be able to show on the screen in a moment. This may not work. I'm going to apply that. I don't know what's happened, but overlay updated, it says. Wait a minute. I'm going to try for this one.
Yeah, that's a very subtle overlay. Oh,
right, this is not so subtle. Okay.
Wow.
So I think I've got the kitchen sink in here. Broadcasting on Be.Live, unmute to listen, lights, camera, action, and we're live from England. That says it all.
I tell you what, that is brilliant.
Yeah,
I love that. That's thank you. What an industrious man you are, Stephen Healey. Not just a guru.
well, I'm basically this. I can send you the template, but if you wish, say hello to Corinda. Nick, I can't see your chat. Okay, I think it's available on both pages, Corinda. If you refresh, perhaps, Nick, do you think that's the best advice?
Yeah, refresh it, Corinda. The chat's up. I've just popped something in there. I just said I'm here.
You are.
If you're watching.
And over to Corinda again, and only Stephen. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's catch up on. I'm on here. I said to both, and add one more, and I have lots. And my bank telling me off because I bought too many cameras. Corinda, I did try last week to say that buying a PTZ camera for $1,299 was exactly. See, Nick's expression there says it all. Buying a PTZ camera for that type of money. I did look at the camera because I was curious, and it's for a church or a conference. Yeah, it's basically designed to look after the video and sound for a conference. So I'm not sure that I mean, you've got the Obspot, which we'll be seeing in a moment, but the other camera, the 1,299 one, I don't think. Yeah, I think that's possibly a good move because it basically, if you were broadcasting at a church, then you want a camera where you can change the angle and move around, and you can pick up the sound of the congregation singing. But that's not going to happen at your house, Corinda. So send that one camera back and just concentrate on the Obspot. And that's more than enough for what you actually want to do.
Yeah, so Obspot looks really good. I saw you demonstrating it the other day.
I mean, obviously I'm on the Brio at the moment, but the Obspot is quite a camera, has to be said, and I will be demonstrating it. Is it time for the quiz yet?
Oh, yeah, right. Come on, yeah, a bit warmed up.
Okay, let's first of all, we'll take off the overlay just to say broadcast and Be.Live. Unmute to listen to what Nick and I have to say. This is Lights, Camera, Action, live from England. See, it does the job. Okay, so we're going to remove that. Okay, now you'll still be able to hear me, but I've got a comment coming from Corinda. Can you read this one, Nick? While I
can, yeah. I want to ask Amazon, if you buy on Amazon.co.uk and you go to Amazon.com, how come the item you can't find on Amazon.com? Well, it's interesting, Corinda, because you want to. This is the thing. You want to go on to if you've set up as Amazon as an associate, then you need to set up associate accounts for .com, .co.uk, all the other places that Amazon, or you want to be an associate of Amazon, have their websites. Now, once you've done that, and it's just going through the same process over again. And in fact, I think some of the European countries, it's just a one-click exercise, and you can be an associate of all of them. But once you've done that, then you want to have a consolidated report. So I think it's called one click or something like that. I'll have to double check for you. But yeah, no, you want it to do one click, and then no matter where you are, then you will your affiliate link will switch to see. I think I'm right saying your affiliate link will switch to the right country for where you're accessing Amazon. So we're in the UK, so normally we would be accessing Amazon.co.uk, but of course we are live streaming on Amazon.com for the States. So yeah, there's going to be some things in the States which won't be deliverable in the UK, and this is why also it's a very good idea to do this, Corinda, is because also if you're broadcasting and sharing your links out on your social media, on your websites, then you want them to actually go to the right places, so that then the commission, otherwise you'll lose the commission effectively. So if you put a .com link in and someone in the UK picks it up and it then goes to their .co.uk, you have to go find it, then you will dip out on the commission. So yeah, have a look at that, Corinda. I'm probably going to do I'll do a little video tutorial on that, because I was explaining it. We had to do that for a client of mine earlier on in the week, last week, sorry. So yeah, just make sure you pick up the right commission.
Yeah, it does get complicated, but I'm sure you could make it a lot simpler, Nick.
Yeah, I'll do a little video through it.
Brilliant.
Okay, it's quite simple.
Yeah. Now we've gone quiet because I interrupted you. I do apologize. Right. Okay. Now this is the time of the show when we go for the quiz. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the quiz up on screen, and what will happen is we'll ask you a question, a movie question, and whilst you're thinking about it, Nick will demonstrate a product, and the next question I will demonstrate a product, and it will go like that. So during the course of the next 90 minutes or so, 80 minutes or so, you'll actually see 10 different products, and we own 75% of the products in our carousels. And just to say that we're live on my page, we're live on Nick's page, and the carousels are slightly different. I'll take a comment from Corinne before we get back on course. Right, because I bought...
I see, yeah. So you can't find it on Amazon.com. Yeah, but it might not be available. What some people do is they will put a price that is so high on a different Amazon international page, so that it just won't show.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Right. just send it back. Right, I'm going to bring this on screen. Okay, so we're bringing the quiz on screen. I'm going to mute it. I'm going to switch my camera off. This takes a bit of setting up because we've got to align all these cameras in the right places and that way around. And we need to shrink Nick again. We do this every week, but we need to shrink Nick again by changing theme. And 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's better.
Okay, but that's not quite right, is it? Just a minute.
I can see you moving.
You can see me moving. That could be a way to do it, but it's not set up as we want. And is Corinda on topic or not?
I see against the services. How is I see against the services of community and Facebook?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
not
going to
quite
hide
sure.
that.
Corinda.
Okay, just give me a second. Right,
Jim,
I'm still here. Just let me.
No problem. We're doing that. I'll say happy birthday to Jim Ziegler. I've got your message, Jim. I must get back to you later. Looks so much better when you shrink. Yes, actually, Jim, you might have noticed since we broadcast last that I have indeed shrunk. I've lost about just under 3.5 stone, something like that. 50 odd pounds, Jim. I've lost. Just embraced the healthy lifestyle, cut out the carbs, went exercising or walking every day, and yeah, really good. So yeah, happy with that. A little bit more to go, and happy days. Well, it's a lot less of me to see on screen, which has got to be a good thing. And Corinda, yeah, stop agreeing, Corinda.
Okay, so I'm going to try again. All right. It's that long since we've done this.
Oh, that's a good echo.
You're
pretty.
The echo should have gone.
Yeah, gone. Yeah.
Okay, let's come back. And wait a minute. Just talk amongst yourselves. Being distracted.
I know.
I'm being totally distracted here.
That's okay. While you're being distracted, I'll continue to flirt with Jim. So
Okay.
you're a good-looking.
I'll put you full screen, then you can. Wait a minute.
Oh, no, yeah. Muted. How nice. Ah, Corinda. All good. All good. There it was. That was a lovely little cough then, and actually you'll have heard it. So I put while we're getting the thing sorted, you know, it wouldn't be a broadcast without my amazing Blue Yeti microphone. So I thought I'd just quickly talk about that while Stephen gets us back up and running. Yeah, if it's not an award-winning, thank you, Jim. Yeah, if this isn't an award, if this hasn't won an award for design, there's no justice in this world. I keep meaning to go look it up. It's a fantastic microphone, not just because it looks great, but it's a 4-directional 3-condenser microphone. They've got the 4 directions you can see on the, you can twitch them around here. You've got cardioid, so that's when it's just 1 directional, so that's what I use it for, just for me. But then we can have bi-directional, so I can have it, someone was sitting opposite me, if Stephen was sitting opposite me, then we could have it on bi-directional, pick up my voice and Stephen's. And then we could have it in multi-directional as well. So if we had a choir, like if we were in the church, Corinda, and we wanted to pick up the choir, then we could use that. And then of course also is a stereo microphone as well. So I walked from one side of the office to the other, and we were listening in stereo. I would go from left to right or right to left in your speaker, which is always good. And you can control actually the gain here is really good. So yeah, when you set it up, the gain is quite low down because and that's to dial out some of the ambient noise. But if you turned it up, then it would pick up pretty much everything in the near vicinity. It's very, very sensitive. But when you set it up, initially when you plug it in, it's so super simple. Just USB, plug it in, then go into your computer or your Mac's settings and find the microphone setting, and then you play around with the gain and get it all doing nicely. So yeah, again, on this side we have the amazing mute button. So if you're going to do you hopefully can still hear me because it's 1 direction. But yeah, we have the mute button in case you're going to do a cough, and we've got the volume control there because you can actually pop a set of headphones in the bottom there, and that will control the volume that you have there as well. I have it on this lovely little stand. Jim, take care, my friend. Have surgery in a few hours. Oh, good luck. Good luck. And also a fellow Blue Yeti user.
Take care.
Yeah, I have on the normal desk stand because I've got a desk here and I've actually got a little bit of plastic sheeting over it cover. But it's got an attachment here. You can put it into a mic stand and have it any which way that it pleases you. It doesn't come with the guard on it, but that's in the carousel as well, so you can go and see that. Yeah, brilliant, fantastic. Corinda, I don't think I'll buy a Blue Yeti next because look, yeah, just go up to your attic, Corinda, and dust off your Blue Yeti, and then you can join the Blue Yeti club. Maybe we can have a Facebook group all about it. But yeah, so it makes my voice even deeper than my cold.
Right, I think we're good to go, Nick.
We're good.
So I'm going to hide my camera. I'm going to go picture in picture. Probably that way.
I think that way is best.
And I need to do one thing. I need to move myself up a bit. Is that better?
Perfect. That's really good.
Okay, so we're good. Right. So we've got the movie quiz and we're finally getting underway. Okay, and Nick, where shall we go?
Oh, good question. Let's go for. Should we go for plots?
Plots. Okay, going for plots.
Cool.
Okay, from plots, which year would you like to go for? 2012 through 2020, I think. Shall we go?
I'm happy to go in order, or pick one at random. I'm more than happy to.
Okay, we've done that one. We'll do that one. Okay.
Cool.
Right, so we're going to press play, and I'm odd, so I'll take the odds, and then Nick will take the evens, and everything will work out. Okay. Now the idea is that we've got a synopsis, and we're asked to choose which movie it is a synopsis of. Okay. Now you can play along by commenting on Amazon Live, and we'll read your comments out. So, synopsis. Story of life and times of a millionaire and his neighbour who recounts his encounter with him at the height of the roaring 20s. The options are The Wolf of Wall Street, American Hustle, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, or The Great Gatsby. Do you have any thoughts on this, Nick?
Yeah, I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty certain I know which one it is. But as always, I've known to be wrong when I'm certain. So if you do know, please do pop it in the comments, because this is a team effort. So let's.
It is a team effort.
Let's hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm going to do, hopefully, is and that should work. Should work good. Okay, is I'm going to go full screen, and in a second, because I'm pushing it again.
Yeah.
In a second, we should go full screen. Okay. Now this is my second camera, quickly becoming my first camera, and it's the Alberspot. But with the Alberspot, what I can actually do is this. I can change it so that it's actually looking at my new presentation area, Nick. So
nice.
It's just the left hand side of my desk. Okay.
Nice.
Down in the carousel at the moment. Can you still hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now the hit product of last week, and I'll just move this distraction out of the way. The hit product from last week is down in the carousel, and it's this. And it's a simple Anchor 4-port USB hub. And I'm using this to have 3 cameras on the show today. And all I've done is to buy this hub, which comes from, and hopefully this will show the right way around. This hub comes from Anchor, okay? And you unplug your monitor from the PC and you plug in this USB hub. Then you can plug all your different cameras into there. So I've got 2 cameras plugged into there, which means when I'm broadcasting solo, I can quickly switch between one camera and another. And because we're on Be.Live, I could have 4 cameras on screen and simply plug them into the 4 USB ports. Okay. Now I've got 2 cameras plugged into there at the moment. One is the Brio, which you saw earlier, and this is the Alberspot that we're looking at now. And the beautiful thing about the Alberspot, and if this works, it'll be good, is that I can quickly come back to me. Okay, so the Alberspot is, we'll talk about the Alberspot in my next section, but it does mean that I can actually just quickly flick from where I am to where I want to be, which is the demonstration area. And this is the unit we're talking about. It's only, he said, trying to find his iPad. It's only $16.99, but it can change the way you actually do things. Because in addition to being able to have multiple cameras, I've just plugged in an external 2 terabyte hard drive. Okay.
Ooh.
I've left one slot up, one for my upcoming Elgato Wave 3 microphone. So this $16.99 unit can take hard drives, cameras, and microphones, extending what you can do with your laptop, PC, or Mac. There is a Mac version of this. If you go to click the link down in the carousel, it will tell you all about it. But this has changed the way that I broadcast, because now I can have several cameras on screen at the same time, and it is undoubtedly my bargain of the week. Okay, now if this works, I can hide that. And we'll come back to where we were, Nick.
I've got to admit that does look like a bargain. One of the questions Corinda had is, can he connect it with his Android and iOS? And I've got a question for you, Stephen. So you unplugged your monitor, because you've got a PC, and of course my monitor, and I'm a Mac user. Is it okay for Mac?
Okay. Yeah, I misspoke, as we often do when we're live. I unplugged my 27-inch BenQ monitor. Yeah, external. Okay, and I plugged everything in. Yeah. So cool. Sorry, I'll start again because I'm having a mare. Wherever you've got your external camera plugged in, take the lead out and plug this Anchor extension in. Cool. Yeah. And that basically then gives you 3 extra ports to actually plug USB-A devices into, and they can be cameras, microphones, or I've just plugged in my Toshiba 2 terabyte hard drive.
Nice. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, no, I love that. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, the camera I'm on at the moment is the internal camera from my Microsoft Surface Book 2. So that's already there. I don't need to do anything with that. Anyway, back to the question. The story of the life and times of a millionaire and his neighbor who recounts his encounter with him at the height of the roaring 20s was the film The Wolf of Wall Street, American Hustle, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, or The Great Gatsby. Shall we say what it's not first? I'm going to say that this is not The Wolf of Wall Street, because The Wolf of Wall Street was about Wall Street.
It was indeed. Actually, I read the book The Wolf of Wall Street many years before the movie came out, and it was quite amazing. I was amazed that someone could actually operate on that with that level of drugs inside them. I would say also it is not American Hustle either, because I think that's all about con men and women and a posse of those. And I'm guessing, because I've never actually seen it, it's not The Secret Life of Walter Mitty either.
No, I agree on that. I agree on that. So we've whittled it down then. We're actually down to one final answer.
Down to one. And again, it's another book that I have actually read. So I'm hoping it's okay. And Corinda, you found me in the chat on Amazon. Thank you very much for that. And it's working well. But yeah, saying the screen is a little bit blurry.
Mine?
Blurry. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's probably because you've got so much going on.
I've got so many things going on. I'll take blur. I'm only small. Hopefully you can actually see the quiz, Corinda. That's the most important thing at the moment.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. And so we're going to go with The Great Gatsby.
Yep, go for it.
Which is correct.
Hey.
Over to you, Nick.
We're doing 1 out of 1. Fantastic. Okay, so the basic plot of which movie is this? A former car thief on parole lives on an overpopulated and polluted Earth, and he tries to find his way to a luxurious space station where Earth's wealthiest people live. Ooh. And the options are Gravity, Escape Plan, Elysium, and World War Z, or World War Z.
Z, yes, we've got to be careful. Yeah,
in the States.
I mean, I've got to talk. Yeah, I've got to talk about PTZ cameras.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it. So a former car thief on parole lives on an overpopulated and polluted Earth, and he tries to find his way to a luxurious space station where Earth's wealthiest people live. And I'll be honest, I've never seen any of those 4 films, so I've actually got no idea at all.
I can discount one of them. I've actually seen Gravity only because it had Sandra Bullock in it, but that's another story. Nick, what's next in your carousel?
Okay, all right. Next in my carousel, I've got this one, and it's because we use our iOS devices to live stream on Amazon, And so the device I use is this iPhone 12 Pro. Now, the lovely thing about the iPhone 12 Pro is that Apple brought out the iPhone 13. And so the cost of a 12 Pro dramatically reduced. You can see it in the carousel actually today. It's amazing. You can get this one for $781, which is a bargain. And since I've been using this phone, I've been playing around with it and working out that it can do more things than just answer calls or search your social media or check your emails. One of the best things about it is this camera here. And I learn more about it pretty much every single day. Like, I didn't realize until the other day, and I could switch it on, that if you take photos, you can actually do them in RAW, which gives you, you have to set it in the settings, but it gives you lots more capability for playing around with the editing on that. It's absolutely amazing. The other thing that it has, and it was a new thing for Apple at the time, was instead of just having digital zoom, it then has an extra telephoto lens. So you've actually got a telephoto zoom and digital zoom, and then also it's also got this amazing bionic chip which allows it to what's the word I'm looking for? It enhances even more the outline of objects. Really clever. It's also got this thing called LiDAR, which is this light sensor which allows it to measure really accurately. And like all these things, you can use it and just play around with it, and it's on automatic, and you'll have a great fun. But if you actually learn how to use it manually, then it opens up a whole new area of things that you can do, and be really creative. I mean, it shoots in 4K ultra high definition, does 60 frames per second. Why is that important? Well, if you want slow motion B-roll as an example, that'd be a great idea for using that. And that is just the camera. This phone is amazing. I think it's one of the best things that Apple have produced in a long time. Super fast charging on the battery, wireless battery charging as well as magnetic iMag, magnetic wireless charging. Absolutely a brilliant phone. As I say, and now the best thing is, of course, yes, the iPhone 13 came out. It's got one or two little tweaks, but to be honest, for under $800 now, fully unlocked, that is the one I would go for if I was buying another one tomorrow. It is a really great phone, and there's so much we can do for it. And
yeah, it's on an iPhone is on my wish list, definitely. Okay.
it is, and not just phone.
True. Right. Okay. Now, the only film I know out of these is Gravity, which was George Clooney and Sandra Bullock out in space. So I think I can discount Gravity. Well, I can't defy it, but I can discount it from this quiz. Ah, dear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say, judging by the title, I'm thinking it's not going to be World War Z, because that doesn't sound very World War-y.
Yeah.
So it's either Elysium or Escape Plan. And
It
I'm
doesn't
welcome for
sound
anyone to say.
right. It could be, judging from the synopsis, it could be Escape Plan, couldn't it?
It kind of sounds like that's the sort of thing. I'm trying to
Right.
think. Elysium. There's something nagging at the back of my head. I think that
So
was.
it's nagging me too. So we've got a choice: Elysium or Escape Plan. Which we're going to plump for? And the crowd, everybody watching on Amazon Live is saying it's.
Do let us know. Let's go for Escape Plan.
Escape Plan. We should have gone with it. Okay. All right. Synopsis. Basic plot number 3. A princess sets off on a journey with an iceman, a reindeer, and a snowman to find her estranged sister, whose powers have taken control of the kingdom. Now, okay, the films are Thor, The Dark World, Frozen, The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, or Her. Any thoughts, Nick?
Well, it's the only one I've seen there is Thor: The Dark World, so I'm pretty certain it's not that. But other than that, I'm guessing it's a toss-up between Frozen and Her, but never having seen either of those, And I haven't seen the Hunger Games either, to be honest. But I just apparently know what they're about for some reason. I must have read about them. So I'm not sure is the answer, Stephen. So while we ponder it, what have you got in your carousel?
Yeah, while we're pondering, and I may have brought in the wrong camera. Just a minute. I may have the wrong camera. We're just checking in the background. Yes, I've got the wrong camera. I'm going to hide this one.
You might unmute yourself there as well, Stephen.
Hang on. Can you hear me now?
Can hear you now. Now you come through loud and clear.
Right. Okay. Down in the carousel at the moment on my page is my next gadget, and it's the Toshiba Canvio. And what I'm going to do is, with my OBSBot, is I'm going to switch to that. Okay. So this is the, I'm trying to put it in shot. I'm not getting it in shot. Just a minute. Okay. This is the box, and the unit itself is plugged into my computer via the Anchor hub. And this is the unit. Now, I think it's incredible that you can actually get 2 terabytes on such a stylish small drive for $66. And I use this to actually back up my hard drive, because my hard drive is 1 terabyte. This is 2 terabytes, and to transfer any files onto. And now that I've got the USB hub from Anchor, it means I can have it permanently attached to my computer. And I started doing that today because I suddenly realized I've got 4 ports on the Anchor. I'm using 2 for cameras, 1's reserved for the Elgato Wave 3, and I can plug this in and leave it in. So I've got a permanent external hard drive, which is 2 terabytes. You can't really demonstrate a hard drive. So I'm just going to say that this is a solid piece of kit, solid state piece of kit. And I get great benefit from actually being secure in the knowledge that not only most of the stuff we do now, we do in the cloud, but it's good to have local storage. So if anything happens, it's all on this drive. Okay, so put your most secure things down here, not in the cloud, and use an external hard drive. And the one that I've chosen is the one down in the carousel at the moment, which is Toshiba, which is 2 terabytes, and it's got the backup software comes with it, password protection, and it's got a 3-year warranty on it. And just to go through, you didn't hear the package moving then, did you, Nick? No. It's made of aluminum, which is so that's why you've got the beautiful finish on it. It looks very stylish. It fits in with my Microsoft Surface Book 2, and it stores 2 terabytes of information for $66. So do back up everything that you do onto an external hard drive. And the other thing is that this external hard drive you can take with you wherever you go, and should have the most valuable things on there. Are we good, Nick?
We are good. Sorry, that's just someone trying to call me when
Right. Okay. I thought I heard
I'm in a live stream.
Right. I'm gonna hide again. So that was the Toshiba Canvio 2 terabyte drive, and I'm going to hide myself again and come back to Nick and me.
Cool.
You notice
I do like a hard drive myself.
I think it's necessary, isn't it?
I have one. I'll talk about mine later.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm having to switch microphones, and I was going to use the other spot all the time, but I can't because we're doing the quiz. It's getting more complicated. Okay, so the synopsis is: the princess sets off on a journey with an iceman, a reindeer, and a snowman to find her estranged sister, whose powers have taken control of the kingdom. The choices are Thor: The Dark World, Frozen, The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, or Her. And your choice, Nick, is?
I got the last one so wrong. Come on, Amazon family, bail me out here. My guess is it's going to be Frozen. I've never seen it, but I'm sure I've seen a poster with a reindeer on it and a snowman.
Yeah, Okay, so I agree with you for exactly the same reasons. I'm not sure either, but let's go with Frozen. And we are correct. Question 4, Nick.
Hallelujah. Okay, so now next movie, next plot. So this involves the story of two studying creatures that start off as rivals, but slowly become best friends. The story of two studying creatures that start off as rivals, but slowly become best friends. And the choices are The Conjuring, The Croods, Monsters University, and The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug,
Yeah, I think
which I think I can fairly safely rule out.
I think the clue may be in the studying and in the name of the film.
Oh,
Right. Okay.
that would be
Over to you, Nick.
that would be applying some rather neat logic, Stephen, I have to say. Okay, now when you buy your Apple iPhone, they tend, back in the good old days, Apple used to give the iPhones used to come with these things, these little white earphones on a wire. And you knew it was an Apple because they were white. That was how you knew you'd got an Apple phone. But in this modern day and age, obviously technology and cash counts for everything. And so now if you want a set of earbuds, Apple earbuds, you're going to pay a fortune. Now, my niece recommended these. These are Earfun wireless earbuds. And when I first bought them, they weren't a lot of fun because I didn't realize that you have to change the ear covers, and they do come with a selection of ear covers to fit your ear. So once I'd understood that, then life became a whole lot better. And they're really great fun. So they're in the carousel today. They are a bargain, actually, $49.99, so under $50, guys. And yeah, it comes in white or black. You have these lovely little carry case come charger. These are wireless chargers as well. I mean, you can plug them into a USB and charge, but it will do wireless. And the best thing is from nothing, if you just charge them for 10 minutes, that will give you 2 hours of playtime for these. So fast charging. So here we go. Here's our little earbuds. They look a lot like other earbuds. But yeah, when you've got them in the right size, then just by putting them in, your ambient noise dials down hugely. And I think it's about 80% you'll reduce out. Simple one touch to take your calls, play your music. I discovered a couple of weeks ago that when I'm playing my music on iTunes, I remove my earbuds, it automatically pauses. When I put them back in, it starts again. Quite amazing. The other thing I love about these is that it's actually got really good microphones. And actually there's 4 microphones here, 2 in each earbud, that allows us to have some really great audio quality on my calls. And one thing that I particularly do is if I'm out and about, I regularly go into this 90-day video journey on a Facebook group. And the easiest thing to do in the world is grab your phone, jump in there on a live stream and talk. And yeah, the audio quality coming out of these earbuds is quite amazing. And actually, if it's not a windy day, then you'd probably get away with, you could make some really good videos with those. And normally I'd say, oh, you want to put a lapel mic on, something like that. But no, they are really, really that good. I think it's about 35-hour playtime from a full charge. But I'm not sure how much charge the charger contains, but I'm sure I must have had well over 35 hours of playtime since I last charged these up. I don't think I charged them up this year yet. So I think the last time I charged them was just after Christmas, and they're still going strong. Super easy to use. Bluetooth, you can use them independently as well, so you only have to have one in if you want. Why, I don't know. But yeah, no, they are great. Earfun earbuds, under $50. And as I said in my show earlier today, Valentine's Day coming up, guys. It looks a little like a ring box. So wrap it up as a present. It'll be good for a giggle, if nothing else. And that'll get you out of probably get you out of trouble, or get you into trouble, depending on how your partner feels about that sort of thing. Anyway, thank goodness the quiz has now been reinstated back on the screen. And so we've got the story of two studying creatures that start off as rivals but slowly become the best of friends. and we've got the options of The Conjuring, The Croods, Monsters University, and The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. And again, actually, I haven't watched any of these films. I read The Hobbit when I was at school, long time ago, but I'm pretty certain it wasn't that. So yeah, Stephen, have you got any idea? Anyone watching on Amazon, let us know.
Okay, yeah. If you are watching on Amazon, thank you. And if you know the answer to this quiz question, then please help. But I'm going to tie together studying with university, and that for no other reason than that. I think we should go with Monsters University, Nick.
Yeah, go for it. I have no idea whatsoever.
Logic wins. Okay, question 5. During a North Korean-led guerrilla assault on the White House, a disgraced Secret Service agent tries to rescue the president. Your options are Olympus Has Fallen and Elysium, Lee Daniels the Butler, which I've never heard of, and World War Z. Wow. Okay. I think I've got this one.
Yeah.
You?
No, I
Right.
well, those Korean guerrillas are monkeys, aren't they?
They are. Right. Okay. I'm going to bring my camera on screen and I'm going to go full screen now. Okay. This camera that we're looking at now, or the picture we're looking at now, has been taken by the OBSBot camera, OBS bot. And the thing is, if you think about a Logitech C920 or even a Brio, they are on top of your computer and they've got a fixed field of vision. In other words, it's very difficult to actually get them focused on anything else. Now, if I press one button and my fingers and toes are crossed here, but if I press one button, then this camera should magically come to me. So the thing about the OBSBot, the first thing is that you can preset up to 3 destinations. It is a PTZ camera, pan, tilt, and zoom. So it can pan 270 degrees. It can zoom in. Okay, I'm zoomed in at the moment. And it can, as we've seen looking at my demonstration area, it can tilt. Okay. The other thing it can do, and hopefully this will work. If this works, it's good. If not, we've got a problem. So being a camera which has got AI built into it, it has the ability, he said, hopefully, to actually not work. Just a minute. Okay, let's try again. Okay, I am. You know when a demonstration doesn't go particularly well, Nick? Okay, let me just. Yeah, it should. Right, now I've got it. Now it's working. Okay. The thing about this camera is that with the AI it's built into it, it can track you. Okay, which means that I could be sat down, I was a moment ago, or I can have it fixed onto my work area, or I can actually move about the office and the camera will follow me. Now, this camera is $199. The Brio was $149. For $50 over the price of the Brio, you're getting a camera which will follow you. But the other thing is that if I duck down a minute, okay, you can actually adjust it just by moving. Okay, so now look, I'm better in frame now. And the thing is that when you're stood up, as we're stood up now, then it's a lot easier to actually demonstrate because your body language and your speech are totally different when you're stood up to when you're sat down. You can put more energy to it. I can tell you all about this cup from Be.Live, which was sent to me with my name on, which I'm quite proud of, and it's got pride of place on my desk. Or I could put that down and I could actually pick up something else and I can bring it on the camera. And these are my Aftershocks earbuds, and I can just simply open up the case, put the case down, put the earbuds on. You'll see these later in the broadcast. But these are Aftershocks earbuds. They're bone conducting rather than being in your ear canal, so that they don't irritate you. You forget you're wearing them. And it's just a great piece of kit, which I'll tell you all about. If I don't get a chance today, I'll tell you about it tomorrow. But the Overspot, to my mind, is a game changer, because as presenters, what we want to be able to do is to tell stories. Now, I can tell you the story of the picture behind me, which was of Avebury Stone Circle. Now, Avebury Stone Circle, built 4,500 years ago, it is about 30 miles away from Stonehenge, but it's not as famous as Stonehenge. And I can go further around. I can tell you the story of the rucksack. I can move about. I'm not in a fixed position. Presentation wise, that makes a difference. I mean, if you watch David Burrows is all about his studio when he broadcasts from Sarnia in Ontario. So what I'm going to do now is, this is the final bit of the Overspot demonstration, is I'm going to sit down and the Overspot will lose me entirely until I press one button and I'm back on screen. So to me, the Overspot, $199. If you look at other PTZ cameras, they are more expensive than the Overspot. The Overspot is changing the way that I actually do presentations. And the more I explore, the more I like it. And the presets where I can actually switch from one angle to another are absolutely amazing. Okay, so I'm going to hide this camera and I'm going to come back in a second. And
yeah, I like that. That's a bit like having your own personal cameraman.
It is. I'm practicing with it. Okay. So this is question 5. During a North Korean-led guerrilla assault on the White House, a disgraced Secret Service agent tries to rescue the president. The options are Olympus Has Fallen, Elysium, Lee Daniels the Butler, or World War Z in our quiz today. So which we're going to go for, Nick?
Does anybody know on Amazon or Facebook? I've got a feeling it is Olympus Has Fallen.
I totally agree with you. It's part of a franchise, a film franchise, and Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
Okay, question 6.
Okay, so question 6. And so this is the basic plot of which movie? An Interpol detective and an FBI agent track a group of magicians who rob banks during their performances and reward their audiences with the money. Ooh, that's interesting. So is that The Great Gatsby? Is that The Purge? Now You See Me? Or The Incredible Burt Wonder Stuff? I guess I can't quite see that last bit.
It's slightly hiding, isn't it? I can tell you what it actually says. It's Wonderstone.
Wonderstone, cool. The
Yep.
Incredible Burt Wonderstone, The Purge, The Great Gatsby, Now You See Me. But obviously we ruled out The Great Gatsby because we had that in an answer a little earlier, and I've read the book, so I know it's not that.
I agree.
Ooh.
Right, over to you, Nick.
The other 3, I am really not so sure about whatsoever. So if you're watching and you know the answer on Amazon, on Facebook, please do pop it in the comments. We really do need your help here. And I've got to say, now, I did this just because I can. And we don't, as long as we own 70% of what's in our carousel, we're quite happy to show. And actually, I did notice, Stephen, that you have a chess set, I believe. I saw a chess set in your background. And so
You did.
Ah, that's good. Well, this isn't the chess set that in the carousel. I just happened to find an enormously expensive chess set from Bello Games Collection. This chess set, if you're big on chess, then you'll love this. It's the Bello Games Collezione Mancini Luxury Chess Set, 24-carat gold, silver plated from Italy, of all places, and it looks quite amazing. I just wondered. And it made me think about it, actually, because my father, bless him, when he was, I mean, I'm quite a keen chess player, but my father, he went to La Spezia when I could have only been in my early teens, I think, and he went on business, and he came back, much to my mother's amazement, with this solid marble chessboard, and I think they were ivory. Not sure. I'll have to ask him. Ivory chess set, and he had it inlaid. He had a table built, and he had it inlaid in this wooden table that also doubled up as a coffee table as well. So yeah, so I was thought, right, I need a chess reference just so I can put in probably the most expensive chess set I've ever seen in my life into my carousel. So if you're a gamer, if you like chess, then do go check that out in the carousel. And there you go. We can click on it and stick it as a wish list, Stephen, and you can upgrade your chess set in your office.
Right. Well, there is. I'm going to come back now, and I'm going to hide that.
Back again. There you go. Oh, now I can see it in the corner.
Now you can see me and hear me. I'm going to come back for the simple reason that there is a story behind this chess set and these chess pieces that you could see in the background a moment ago. These are from Cyprus, and I got them about 20 years ago when I went on holidays to Cyprus. No, the millennium, 2001. Not 2000. 2001 was the millennium year, and we went off. Pedantic, what?
Controversial.
We went off to Cyprus, and I saw this chess set, and I thought, right, it's a beautiful chess set. I'm going to take that back with me. Now, I'm an amateur player, and the emphasis is on amateur, but this is a beautiful chess set, and each piece weighs a fair few ounces. And of course, in those days, we flew to Cyprus, and we sat at the back of the plane, and were surrounded by smokers. But we also had this beautiful chess set, which I was guarding with my life, and we managed to get it all the way back to England. The whole thing weighs about 6 or 7 pounds. It's not to be taken lightly. So I'm just going to change the way we look at the moment. Just give me a second, and hopefully I can do this, because there is something else I want to do. And let's go back to the classic, because I just want to, because you know, when you make something, you want everybody to see it. I want to bring on the overlay again, just because I.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nick and I are broadcasting on Be.Live, and you can unmute to listen to us. This is Lights, Camera, Action. We're both live from England, so it tells the story, really. Okay, I'm just hoping that my iPad has not gone west. No, hang on. Let me try again. Oh, okay. Let's go back to the quiz, shall we? We're probably safer with the quiz. So I just wanted to show this beautiful chess set off.
Yeah, that's good.
There you have it. There's the item. Okay, right. So bring the quiz back on screen. I'll hide myself and go picture in picture. And of course, the other thing I need to do is to take off the background, because that doesn't work. And can you hear me?
And squeeze me down. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I just need to change the theme again. A lot going on in the background here. I need to change the theme to that again, and we're good. 3, 2, 1.
And I love it. That's the amazing joys of live streaming with Be.Live, which is awesome.
That's true. We couldn't do this on any other system.
I think
especially multi-camera. Yeah. I mean, other systems are talking about having more than one camera for the host, but that's just talking. This is actually reality on Be.Live. We've got more than one camera. An Interpol detective, an FBI agent, track a group of magicians who rob banks during their performance. Oh, sorry, it's your question, Nick.
Yeah, that's okay. You're doing a lovely job. Yes, I'm still none the wiser. So an Interpol detective, an FBI agent, track a group of magicians who rob banks during their performances and reward their audiences with the money. I have no idea, Stephen. Have you got any clue at all? If you're watching on Amazon, if you know the answer to this, we really do need your help. Unless Stephen, can you work it out by your amazing powers of deduction?
Well, the deduction is magicians and Now You See Me.
Yeah, I'll go
So,
with that.
okay. And power of deductions work again. Okay, question 7 of 10. An AIDS patient diagnosed in mid-1980s smuggles unapproved pharmaceutical drugs into the USA while facing opposition from the Food and Drug Administration. The options are Rush, Dallas Buyers Club, About Time, and Delivery Man. I've seen this film, but I can't remember the title of it.
Oh, interesting.
Ah,
I don't know.
oh dear, oh dear.
I'm just thinking to rule out Rush, because there isn't Rush about motor racing.
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah, if anyone knows,
okay.
if anyone knows, write it in the comments. What have you got, Stephen? You got anything in your carousel that you want to share?
And I'm going to come back and go full screen. Right, so I'm back again. This time I'm on the Brio camera. Okay, now the thing to notice, if you look at, I'm going to go for the Brio for a moment, the Brio camera, which is down the carousel. So this, you're actually watching the Logitech Brio camera down the carousel. It's 21% off today. It's normally $199.99, and today it's $157.98. Now, if you click the link in the carousel, you'll get it at that price. Okay. As soon as our live broadcast is finished, the price may change. Okay. That's the whole point of this, that whilst we're live, we can give you special offers. We're told what the special offers are, and we can pass them on to you. Now, the Brio camera from Logitech, towards the top of their range, as normal standard webcams, it's 4K, which means you can record in 4K. You can't broadcast in 4K yet. We're broadcasting out today in 720. The Brio also is 1080. It's wide angle, and you can get software to actually get the best out of it, which is Logitech capture software, and that means that you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can pan left, you can pan right. Okay, you change the colorways. Now, the thing I want you to notice, I'm just going to hide this for a moment, and just want to, if I hide that,
We've gone. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there, Stephen. We kind of went a little bit. You went silent.
I'm back now.
No.
Okay, I think I'll leave this for the show tomorrow. Okay, I'm overtaxing the system at the moment, which we don't want to do. Okay, so shall we go back to the quiz, do you think?
Yes, absolutely. Let's go back and quiz it.
Okay, so I'm going to get the quiz in, and I'm going to hide myself and go picture in picture.
Ooh.
The other way around.
Other way.
And there we are. We're back. Okay. So, an AIDS patient diagnosed in the mid-1980s smuggles unapproved pharmaceutical drugs into the USA whilst facing opposition from the FDA. Was it Rush, Dallas Buyers Club, About Time, or Delivery Man? Right.
No idea.
Right. Okay. Logic again. I'm going to assume that this is about buying, and for no other reason, I'm going to go with the Dallas Buyers Club. Okay. So
I'll go with or Delivery Man.
Again, a wild guess.
Yeah, your guesses are on fire.
Brilliant. Okay. Question 8, Nick.
Question 8. Here we go then. This is the basic plot of which movie? A man develops a relationship with an intelligent computer operating system personified through a female voice. Oh, men. So fools. Yeah. Fools. So is this the basic plot of Her, Carrie, Belle, or Mama? Ooh. And I'll be honest, I've not seen it, or I certainly don't recall watching a movie about this. I have seen Carrie, and So I'm pretty much happy to rule that one out.
Well, yeah, that's a horror film, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Although this sounds quite horrific.
Okay,
This is
the floor is
the
yours.
problem with lockdown. You need to get out more for sure. Otherwise, you start developing relationships with AI just because they got a girl's voice. We are all in trouble. Much better to develop a relationship with something that my good friends at Holystone sent me only the other day, and this is one of their amazing drones. Now, yeah, full disclosure, this was sent to me so that I could play with it and tell you all about it. It is the Holystone HS700E drone. It has got, what's so special about it? Well, a couple of things really. It's got some amazing stabilization technology, but it also has this amazing 4K camera here as well, video camera. So we can record 4K. It's a flight time of over 35 minutes. Not only that, the camera can go through 90-degree turn as well. So that's really impressive. Now, if you are flying drones anywhere, you will need a license for this one. In the UK, certainly needed a drone operating license and a flying license. Super easy to get, no problem. Yeah, it comes. You have to lock your rotating blades in place, but super simple to do. Even I managed to do it without any fuss. And yeah, you can just set them up. It also comes with, particularly good news for me, it also comes with a set of spares. And it comes with 2 batteries, so you know you're always good to go. The remote control, which I put almost out of reach. Yeah, the remote control comes. What happens is you download an app onto your phone, and then you've got a remote control which will hold the phone as well. So then you'll be able to see through the lens of the camera. Now, I live just a stone's throw from Farnborough Airport, so it'd be very bad of me to fly this drone anywhere. But for the sake of a test, I did. I did download the app and make sure that you could see through the camera,
Yeah.
and it works very well indeed. So yes, be prepared to see some excellent drone footage. It's really good. It's got, like I say, stabilization technology. It has the follow you feature, so it links to your phone. They create their own little network, so it links to your phone. So if you look around, the drone will follow you. And you can also, it's got a point of interest element as well. So you can set a point of interest, and it will just fly around that point of interest in a big circle, freeing you up to play around with the camera and everything like that. So yeah, it's a lovely, lovely piece of equipment. It's yeah, $329, but for this sort of drone, I think that's a very, very good price. Corinda's saying, I do not like technology when it update and restart. Now, updating and restarting technology, pain in the backside. But as drone technology goes, this is a lovely little drone. So I would recommend it. It is for ages 16 and above. As I say, you will need a license to operate it. But the results, when I've taken it up somewhere higher, I think are going to be epic, because I've seen what it looks like through the camera lens, and it looks brilliant. So yeah, that's in the carousel right now, $320. So you know, I was going to say, so ladies, bearing in mind Valentine's Day is only around the corner, but that would be such a sexy thing to do, because obviously drones can be flown by men and women. So boys and girls, get out there and buy your other half a drone. That's my top advice for a nice life. Anyway, that said, let's go back to the do I need a license? Kelly, yes, you'll need an operating license and a flying license. Certainly if you're in the UK, pretty certain that's the same.
Yeah.
If you're in the US, it's not a I think actually you'll need a license anyway, because of the 4K camera on the front. And if you're going to use it for professional purposes, so ideally it'd be a great idea to use it and film maybe some golf courses as an example, then yeah, take out some third-party insurance cover as well. Make sure you're totally covered. Um,
You took your test online, Nick?
I did indeed. I did indeed. Yep. And what you have to do is, if you get your operator license, and once you've got this is for the UK, so if you've got the operating license, then that is the one number that sticks with you, and so you put that operating license number on your drone. If you've got more than one drone, use the same operating license number, so you have to mark your drones. The other thing about that Holy Sound drone is, if it gets to the end of its, or if it gets out of its range, or out of its battery life, and it detects it, it will fly automatically home to wherever you set your last home point, and return safely, and lock itself as well, which is a great little feature.
Right.
Cool. I'm glad you answered that. Okay, so back to the plot. So a man develops a relationship with an intelligent computer operating system personified through a female voice. Siri, if you're listening, don't get any ideas. Is the film Her, Carrie, Belle, or Mama? And I have no idea, but I'm thinking it's called Her, this film.
Well, we've got confirmation of that, because Tommy in Kalamazoo's joined us. He says, "Greetings, Stephen and Nick. I think this one is Her, and I have a Logitech Brio, and it's fantastic. Love the chess set, Nick. Now I can't get crushed in style." Oh, right. Okay. So we're going to go with Her.
Her,
Nick?
yes, indeed.
Okay. So Her it is. When I find my mouse again.
Cool. What are you doing? Oh, well done. What do you know? Actually, I've got a guy on Amazon who's saying the biggest USB hub, and how many hubs can I use with USB? Ooh.
The unit I was talking about earlier, which I've put down in my carousel guy, is 4 USB connections. So you're actually getting 3 extra USB connections into which you can plug your cameras, microphones, or, as I did earlier, hard drives. So that's the thing. Okay. Oh, it's my turn. All right. Okay. An inventor and his friends are forced to leave their hometown, but when a food machine produces food beasts, they must return to save the world. Sounds like a cartoon to me. The options are Despicable Me 2, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, Ender's Game, or The Croods. Okay. Right, I'm going to come to me again and go full screen. I need to touch that and touch that, and I shall appear on screen. Okay, again, this is the OBSBot camera, and just as a reminder, with the OBSBot camera, I can quickly switch locations, but I'm going to stay where I am at the moment. Now, down in the carousel is, if I find it, is the Elgato Wave 3, which is my next microphone. It should arrive next weekend, and I'll be able to show it to you on next Monday's show. You'll be able to hear it on next Monday's show. Now, the thing that marks the Elgato Wave 3 out, apart from the quality of the sound, and I was lucky, Alec Dorling brought his Elgato Wave 3 on the show we did back in December. I thought the first of all, the bass on it, the tone, it just sounded so good. It sounded as good as the Audio Technica, which I'm using at the moment. But the reason I'm going for the Elgato Wave 3 is it has mixer software. And the mixer software allows you to actually have system sound through your microphone. Now, to me, that's golden, because I am a DJ on Mixcloud.com, and I want to play my DJing music live on air. And on Mixcloud.com, I can do it licensed. With the Elgato Wave 3, I only need one piece of hardware. I don't need a mixer. The mixer is in the microphone, and it means I can play Rolling Stones, Beatles, Def Leppard, In Excess, Led Zeppelin. They all get the royalties. I can play the music. I can do it from my Be.Live studio, which is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So I'm getting the Elgato Wave 3. I shall demonstrate it next week, and I'm looking forward to becoming a DJ again on Mixcloud. So that's the item It's down in the carousel at the moment. It has a very good reviews. If you click the link in the carousel, you go off to the page, you'll find out more about it. But Elgato are known for CamLink, so that's where you've heard the name before, but they're also known for the Facecam and also for the Wave 3. Okay, so great brand, and the Wave 3 is winging its way to Wiltshire in England, and you'll be able to see it on next week's show.
Ooh.
Okay, what I've decided to do, is to, it's a win-win situation. I improve my camera with the OBSBot, I improve my microphone with the Elgato Wave 3, and I'm able to show them on Amazon Live, the unboxing, and then to use them from then on. So then I can do a multi-camera show, because I've still got my C920, and I will then have 2 external microphones. And there's a microphone in the OBSBot, there's a microphone in the C920, there's a microphone in the Brio, so I could have the camera and microphone show. Anyway, back to the question. An inventor and his friends are forced to leave their hometown, but when a food machine produces food beasts, a corner of my eye caught something then, Nick. They must return to save the world. Okay, the options are Despicable Me 2, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, Ender's Game, and The Croods. Okay, do you have an inside track on this one, Nick?
I have no idea. Corinda is saying Ender's Game. I've got to admit, I've never seen Despicable Me 1 or 2, but I know he's an inventor, isn't he? I think.
Right.
But yeah. But then Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, Meatballs food. I have no idea, Stephen.
I'm going to go. You've no idea. And what was Corinda saying?
Kelly's now thrown Meatballs 2 into the mix as well.
All right. Okay. Now that we have a rule when we're doing the music quiz, that whenever Kelly speaks, we just say, "Thank you, Kelly." So if we go, I think if we go with meatballs, we're not going to be far wrong.
All right, because Corinda's saying it may be crude, so I think Corinda, you're just guessing.
Yeah. Thank you, Kelly. There we go. Yeah. Question
Bailed
10.
out. Well done.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, nice one, Kelly. Cool. Right. Oh, last question. Of course, flown by today. A New York State-born free African American man was kidnapped in Washington D.C. in 1841 and had to work on plantations in the state of Louisiana. The answers are: is that About Time, Man of Steel, 12 Years a Slave, or American Hustle? And I'm pretty certain I've seen it, so I'm pretty certain I know what it is. But Kelly, if you can just confirm it for me, that would be awesome. While I quickly show you, I think actually I'm going to pop this in the carousel. It's my newer dimmable lights, because I love these. It's really cool. Now I've got a couple of newer products in the carousel. I've got the mobile studio with green screen and huge lights in there as well. But these ones, basically, this is easier for me to demonstrate. Yeah, these dimmable lights are great. They are rechargeable batteries. They are super bright. So this is where I normally make my camera go weird and wonderful, because you see just how bright they go. I mean, blinding light. And they also come with, they also come with diffusers, which you always like our light diffused. I always use just the blank one, the white diffuser. But they've got different colors. You've got red, blue, green, yeah, yellow, I think, as well. So you can play around with those. But yeah, they've got lots of these little tiny LED lights in there, and yeah, as you can see, it can go very bright indeed. And again, it's really good for actually using on backlighting. So you backlight up the screen, particularly when I'm using the green screen. That's what I use it for most of all. They are, just in case you don't know how long your battery lasts is, you've got a button there, and that shows you a row of lights to tell you just how much power you've got in there. There is the said battery in the back. They come with a stand which goes up to about 3.5 feet. Not the tallest stand in the world, but I say they're dimmable, they're movable. Everything about them. The batteries unclip and charge quite simply. There is a battery that come in a set of two, so I've taken the battery out of one of them. They come out and they just slide in. They don't actually clip, but you can feel it connecting. USB port. Then again, this is why you need more. Guy was saying he's from Texas, so he needs more USB ports. Yeah, so again, another USB port to plug in, and that will charge up. Now, it does take a while to charge. I think it's about 3 hours to charge a battery, but the batteries do last a long time once they are fully charged. So that is the newer dimmable. Again, $40, guys, for a set of lights, which you can move around. And say I love the newer product range, all their lighting, their kit. I've used it for years. Really good brand, and you can't go really wrong. And that's got just under 6,000 superstar rating. So they've sold a lot of these lights, and they're very, very popular. So I would go and fill your boots and have a little look at those lights, if you will. So Stephen, back to the quiz. And do you have any idea? Has anyone? Kelly's saying 12 years slave. So
I've got Tommy saying 12 years, got Kelly saying 12 years. I think, therefore, it must be.
it's got to be 12 years.
Got to be 12 years. So we're going to hit 12 years. And the results are in. Oh, wow.
Oh,
9 out of 10. The average is 7.78. We got an A minus. Well, I've got to say, we've been helped, and we appreciate the help from Kelly and from Tommy and Corinda. Without you, we wouldn't have got 9 out of 10, which is an awesome score. Wow, Nick.
yeah, fantastic. Well done, guys. It's always a team effort. And I feel a little bit embarrassed that the one we got wrong was my shout. So,
No. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to hide that.
Tommy, thank you so much in Kalamazoo for following me. Really appreciate that. Stephen, I think you're on mute. Love that. Yeah, good job. Well done, Kelly.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, now we can hear you, Stephen.
Right, okay. And thank you, Kelly. And I'm just going to change theme again. We've only got a choice of 2, but we'll make full use of them. So I'm going to go to classic again, apply that. And thank you for the comment, Kelly. So take Kelly's comment off screen. And then, of course, take the third opportunity to actually put the overlay on screen and confirm that we are broadcasting on Be.Live, unmute to listen, lights, camera, action, live from England. Nick's in Hampshire, I'm in Wiltshire, and all is well with the world. Okay, and thank you to the follow from Tommy, brilliant, and to everybody who's watching us live. Now, what you can actually do is you can now compare 2 cameras. Okay, Nick is on the
Logitech
C920. I'm on the Overspot, and also I'm also on. I'll take the banner off for this one and apply. So the banner will disappear, and I'll bring my other camera in. Okay, and hopefully in a second, if I switch that off. Okay, this Be.Live is the only system that we can do this on. And now you can do a direct comparison between the C920, which Nick is using, the Brio, which is down below me, and the Overspot. And I just need to make a slight adjustment on the Overspot because I can, and I'm just going to move it ever so slightly to that side. Not that far, not that far. Come back. As you can see, the Overspot has a mind of its own, but it will eventually, if I get this right, is come back to me. No, it's got a mind of its own.
Your Obspot doesn't come with a female voice, does it, perchance?
It could well do. I'm gonna have another. I'm gonna close that because I don't need it anymore. Because we've had so many things open during today's broadcast, it's not true. And I'm going to try and get myself. We need some new curtains. I have to talk to Angelica. If I go this way, that way. Okay, you can see I'm pan all the way around the room, 270-degree pan, and then come back. Okay,
See, now that's an excellent demonstration of the panning ability of that camera.
Yeah, and there's the Under Armour rucksack. They've been all around the room now, and I'll try and get back to me. No, it was a mind of its own. Stop! He just wants to keep going wall to wall, doesn't it?
Oh, brilliant.
Oh dear, oh dear. And now I've broken it. Okay, but what you can do with the Obspot is you can just point it to the ceiling, or you can switch it off. Okay, so now the Obspot has gone off, and it's come back on again.
Something's just, it's hogging the limelight. It's a show stealer, that camera. Tell you. Never work with animals, children, or rogue cameras. Oh, Stephen, you're muted.
It's the first time I've been with a PTZ camera, and especially one with AI. So it's taking some mastering. It's not just plug and play. It's plug and play and find out how it works. And I'm in the find out how it works phase at the moment. But I am impressed. I'm impressed by it. And from the $50 difference between that and the Brio, I think it's worth it just for the fun aspect of it.
Absolutely.
I mean, basically, I use the Logitech Brio, which I'm on at the moment, as my main camera, and the Obspot is the one that's actually looking at the demonstration area. So it's totally changed things. But we could only do this on Be.Live. Be.Live is the only system where the host can have more than one camera. And over to Kelly. And Kelly saying, good job. Oh, right. Well, 9 out of 10, Nick. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we've set ourselves up for next week nicely. So, can we continue in this new year, this 2022? I think we have to go for a 10 out of 10 next week. Have you got anything else you want to share in your carousel, Stephen?
Right. Only that I got a comment. Okay, and the comment is from Tommy. Stephen, you showed an amazing video a couple of weeks ago. Just a minute, I'm trying to read it. And the problem is it's a battle between me and the...
That's okay.
All right.
Well, yeah, for people watching now, I go live at 7 a.m. in the UK every day. And with the Logitech camera, I also do a little demonstration because all the Logitech cameras come with Logi Capture, this free software, which gives us full control over our cameras. And so on my little morning show, I always like to just dive in with the Logitech camera and then into that software. And again, using Be.Live, able to share with you exactly how Logi Capture works and all the different things you can do with that as well. So if you want to get up early, or if you're in the States, stay up all night. If you can't sleep, a bit of insomnia, then catch me later on today. I think it's about 11 o'clock Pacific time. Then I can do a demo of Logitech Capture.
Brilliant. Okay. So, and I'm 9 o'clock Eastern every day. So you can't miss us. Between us, we've got it covered. Right now, a question that came in from Tommy was, Stephen, you showed an amazing video a couple of weeks ago of a beautiful garden in the UK. I'm wondering if you used the gimbal when shooting it. Yes, I did. I actually, because it's down the carousel, I think, is the gimbal that I used, which is the Hoem gimbal. And this really is a game changer for mobile video. And what we can do before we leave you is just play you a short video. We're going to visit, today we're going to visit Salisbury. Okay, I'm going to bring the video up on screen. I'm going to put it full screen. I'm going to switch Nick's microphone off and my microphone. Let's take a look around Salisbury using the home gimbal. This is another film, Tommy, and this was shot over the Christmas holiday. Walk around and it is a great place to visit. There's something about Salisbury. And say hello to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Twitch. Hopefully I'm live on my website too as we take this walk around Salisbury Cathedral. This is going to be a short broadcast, but hopefully it's a successful one. I can't see your comments because I'm actually just following around the cloisters. Okay, now the plan is we'll walk around the four sides of the cloisters and try and avoid people. But Salisbury for centuries has been a place of pilgrimage, just in the same way that pilgrims in Spain go on pilgrimages. Then this is one of the places that people from Europe used to come and visit. We're about to go past a door in a moment, a very special door. So we head towards the end of the corridor. And this piece is closed off. There are gardens through that door. We can go out into the gardens. But we're coming up the third side of the cloisters. And if I go over here, then I can give you an idea of what he said standing up, what the cloisters actually look like. It is a beautiful sight. As I just pan round to the cathedral itself, and hopefully I can just climb down again. Okay, 1, 2, we're down. Okay, so now on our right, and it will be described in a moment on this poster here, this is the chapter house. And the chapter house, we can sort of look through the glass, but that's where there is one of the copies of the Magna Carta from 1215. And it's one of the original copies made at the time of the original. It's one of only 3 existing copies. Now, if I got that right, we should both be able to speak.
We can.
Right, okay, that's good. Thank you to Tommy for the hint. That was shot with the home gimbal, which you'll see in tomorrow's broadcast, 9 AM Eastern. Have you anything else you'd like to share, Nick?
No, I am good. I'm good. My carousel is done.
Your carousel is done. My carousel is done too. Nick, would you like to close the show for today?
Absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for watching on Amazon. It's always a pleasure to broadcast with Stephen, and on live on Amazon is a great pleasure as well. So we are on every day. Stephen broadcasts at 9 AM Eastern. I broadcast at 7 AM UK time, which I believe is 11 PM PT, but I'll have to double check that. This has been Lights, Camera, Action, or Live Video Weekly, depending on who you're watching. And so thank you very much. We will see you again this time next week for another amazing movie quiz. Thank you so much, all of you, for helping us out on that one. 9 out of 10. Let's see if we can get 10 out of 10 next week. Until then, stay safe. Have an amazing week, everybody. Take care.
Bye.